pride of the Philippines, Manny Pacquiao!
Mga tropa, PinoysportsTV nga pala. Sa videong ito ay ating balikang panoodin ang mga nagdaang laban ni Donaire kung saan makikita natin ang uhaw at gutom ng Donaire sa ibabaw ng luna. Taong 2007, nagkaroon ng pagkakataon na makasagupa ni Nonito Donaire Jr. ang Amerikanong boxer na si Victor Kanyang. Naging kilala sa kanyang agresibo at pasugod na pag-atake sa pakikipaglaban kaya binansagan na Raging Bull dahil parang isang toro kung matake sa kanyang kalaban. Isa sa mga nabiktima niya ay ang nakakatandang kapatid ni Nonito Donaire Jr. na si Glenn Donaire. Nabasag ang panga ni Glenn Donaire sa laban nila ni Kanyang. Sa weigh-in pa lang ay nagbanta na si Kanyang na sisirain at patutulugin niya si Nonito Donaire Jr. sa laban nila.
Just save your money, guys. Don't bet anything. You just see what I'm gonna do with him. I'm coming just destroy him.
Dedepensahan ni Kanyang ang kanyang dalawang titulong hawak na IBF at IBO ng pang-7 beses laban kay Nonito Donaire Jr. Sa labang ito may malinis na kartada si Kanyang na 28 na panalo. 22 dito ay natapos by a knockout at walang talo. Samantalang si Donaire naman ay may kartadang 17 na panalo. 10 dito ay natapos by a knockout at may isang talo lamang. Bumaba ng timbang si Donaire mula sa Super Flyweight Division papuntang Flyweight Division upang makasagupa ang The Raging Bull Victor Kanyang at upang maiganti ang kanyang nakakatandang kapatid.
Charismatic and explosive Victor Kanyang set for his 7th defense of the IBF flyweight title as he meets once beaten Nonito Donaire.
Over here, Vic. Nonito. Okay, gentlemen, you receive your instructions in the dressing room. The IBF and IBO flyweight championship is on the line. I expect a good, clean fight. Protect yourself at all times, and above all, respect my commands at all times. Let's touch him up, let's get popping.
Something, unfortunately, I never had.
You know, no, I find that hard to believe. He is a taller fighter with a bigger reach, and those are the things that you always wonder, can a Kanyang, who's a fighter that comes forward, deal with? Donaire's attacking him much more than I expected right at the beginning.
Kanyang, not a particularly fast starter in general. It'll be interesting to see if he gets right to it here. He did start unusually fast against Nonito's brother Glenn, who incidentally told the younger Nonito that Kanyang does not hit hard, and you can see the punches coming. Kanyang's response, he was toying with Glenn that night. He didn't punch as hard as he usually does. Big left uppercut attempt there by Donaire.
Two things have happened. The right hand is landing for Donaire, but the left is landing by Kanyang. But I think Nonito Donaire has made Victor Kanyang think about his power already.
And a wild swing and a miss with the left by Kanyang. The free-swinging Kanyang is being tested right out of the gate here by the younger Nonito Donaire, having a very good start to the fight.
Well, you mentioned it. You know, you said Victor Kanyang's gone through an undefeated career, barely tested. I got to be honest, in the first half of round 1, he's been hit more than we've seen in all the fights, and he's getting whacked by Donaire.
He just got hit. That was a shot. He just got hit by a left hand by Nonito Donaire. Donaire comes out blazing here midway through the first round.
Now the danger in all this is Donaire better not get too brave. His mission is to be a boxer-puncher, even though a powerful one.
Now Kanyang trying to push Donaire back. Donaire has skills, no question. Straight right hand to the chest. He's versatile, he's patient, calm, and lightning fast, and he can handle pressure. He's got a lot of amateur experience.
Well, in the keys to victory, one of the ones was land the right hand. Donaire's done it repeatedly to both the body and the head here in round 1.
Donaire really up on his toes, moving to his left, which is the correct thing to do. And another wild swing and a miss there by Kanyang. And if he's not careful, he's going to be wide open for a straight right by Donaire. Now Donaire goes to the midsection, but that was blocked by Kanyang. A spin-around move there by Donaire.
You know, Victor Kanyang's probably lost a few rounds along the way in his pro career, but I don't think he's ever lost one the way he's losing this one.
Donaire said he's very cognizant of Darchinian's uppercut, but that straight left can really wear you down. Boy, Donaire in the red and white, 17-1 with 10 knockouts. The champion Darchinian of the black trucks. Donaire, a huge underdog, yet he feels Darchinian has built his record on washed-up fighters and guys moving up in weight. But at least tonight, Darchinian in there with someone who's fought mostly at flyweight and super flyweight. But remember, Darchinian regularly spars with guys much bigger than him. Darchinian 28-0 with 22 knockouts.
Now, Darchinian told us he wanted to use his right hand a lot more in this fight. He's known primarily as a left-handed puncher. So let's see if he tries to throw the right hook and the right uppercut a little more against Donaire.
And the reason for that, because he knows that Donaire is going to be circling to his left to try to get away from his power, the left hand. So he'll try to surprise him with the right. There it is, right there on cue.
You know what I'm surprised at? And it's a good weapon.
Left hand, Donaire to the head.
He is landing the jab. Donaire's also landing his left hook pretty well. And of course, that's a good weapon against the southpaw. Donaire not known for that punch. And he's had hand problems with his left. Broken in his second fight as a pro, and it's been troubling him sometimes in fights since.
Oh, Darchinian got nailed, and then he came back. Here's a right hand of his by Donaire with the left hand. And it is really heating up here in round two.
Nonito Donaire is making this an interesting fight, but boy, he can make it too interesting for himself, because there are times when he is standing in harm's way of those Darchinian big punches.
Donaire has to be extremely focused against the awkward, herky-jerky moves of Vic Darchinian.
That was a seminal moment in this fight. A big left hand by Darchinian, and Donaire counters him with the left hook. This is really turning into an interesting fight here in round two.
Some pretty good give and take. Good two-way action here in the early going. The IBF flyweight crowd.
Well, you know, the interesting thing about this is it's almost as if Darchinian has stepped up in weight, because Donaire is by trade a 115-pounder. And so we're getting a clue of how things would go for him in the 115-pound division.
Darchinian missing again with a straight left there.
And Darchinian's landed some more good straight left hands in this round. He's had a better second round. I don't know if he's winning it, but it's been better.
Well, he's usually a slow starter. I mean, even fights in which he has been combustible later on. Trying to push Donaire back with heavy lefts there is Darchinian. But Donaire standing his ground, looking tough. Final seconds of round two. What is developing into an interesting affair. A very interested spectator on hand to support his kid brother. Faring pretty well as we enter round three.
And you know, round two, I have to say, I might have put it in Darchinian's column because of his good second half of the round. He did come back very well. And now body work by Donaire. Darchinian's finding the range with the straight left, but the body work by Donaire in this round has been impressive.
You can see the difference in height and reach favoring the young challenger Donaire. Darchinian certainly has his vulnerabilities, as you can see, looping his punches, as Al pointed out earlier, defensive lapses, but his unconventional style and his incredible power usually bail him out. And when he straightens out those lefts, the power is compounded like just now. Now Darchinian going to the right.
That was a counter left just a moment ago by Donaire. Every time Vic Darchinian kind of rushes in, he does get countered by Donaire, and that's an issue for him.
Donaire has more well-rounded skills than Darchinian. Darchinian usually just looks for that one punch to end it. He's kind of undisciplined, but it seems to work for him.
You know, Vic Darchinian changes fighters. When they come in the ring and he's right, once they've felt his power for the most part, Steve, they change. They can't use their skills. That hasn't happened yet to Nonito Donaire, but there's a good left hand by Darchinian.
Oftentimes, it's difficult to stay outside box move counter against Darchinian. easier said than done, because if you get inside and you feel his sting, it's very discouraging.
Now, to Donaire's credit, he has fought this whole fight for the most part at long range, used his jab and stayed there. And Vic has managed to get the straight left hand in from time to time, but I know not as much as he would want. So far, he hasn't hurt Donaire with that punch.
Donaire being extremely calm and patient here, waiting for his moments.
The other thing Donaire did a moment ago was he feinted Darchinian, and you saw Darchinian react.
Big straight left hand right on the button by Vic Darchinian. That nailed Donaire. Oh, there's a good left hand that staggered Darchinian. Remember, he's never been hurt or dropped in his career. Donaire sensing the moment. Darchinian battles back. Donaire marching forward. Pacing is another hard left hand to the chin by Donaire.
Ironic that a left hook has been the big weapon for Donaire. Surprising.
What a huge finish. Vic Darchinian in any kind of trouble. It might be the first time he's been in trouble his entire career, and we'll see how he responds in this situation. Fourth scheduled for 12 IBF flyweight title. Darchinian's belt on the line. Darchinian's undefeated record at stake as well.
Now, Darchinian's dad is here to see his fight. Only the second time he's seen his son fight as a pro. He's got to be a little nervous at this point.
Tense moments for Ruben Darchinian. The first trip to the United States.
Owned a gas station in Armenia, and he and Vic have a great relationship. And right now, he's got to be concerned for his son.
A lot of concern in the Darchinian corner as well, led by trainer Billy Hussein, who's 2-0 with Darchinian, so he's taking over from former world champion Jeff Fennick.
You know what's interesting about this too? Now, Darchinian kind of feels urgency to come forward and make things happen, but when he does, Donaire is counterpunching him so effectively. So it's a tricky situation for Vic Darchinian right now.
Donaire not quite as aggressive as he was towards the end of the third round. Just tasted a straight left hand from Darchinian.
Darchinian's able to get that left in, especially when he uses the jab. I think Vic Darchinian has not used his jab enough in this fight, Stephen. Were he using it more, it would set up that straight left hand.
You'll notice both eyes red and swollen on Darchinian right now. Missing wildly with a straight left is Darchinian. So the eyes are becoming a factor for Darchinian. And it's early. How will Vic Darchinian handle adversity? For the moment, it appears as if Donaire is letting him off the hook. Now, that right hand by Donaire was blocked by the left glove of Darchinian. Straight left hand by Darchinian to the chest, pushes Donaire back.
Again, the counter left hook by Donaire. You know, the problem with Darchinian is when he rushes in, defense is not something he remembers much, and Donaire has been able to take advantage of it. Now, there's some roughhouse tactics by Darchinian. We talked about that before the fight. He likes to rough things up in there, but you can't do it, Steve, when your opponent, who has a big height and reach advantage, stays on the outside.
Nice counter left there by Donaire. Another counter there by Darchinian. And a spinner move by Donaire. And Eddie Claudio was saying, don't do that.
I kind of thought it was fun.
What's better in basketball?
Yeah, it's true.
Final seconds of the round. And Darchinian ends it with a straight. Fighters. Glenn Donaire, a face-first brawler. And Nonito more of a tactical technician.
And Nonito Donaire has some physical attributes, too, that his brother doesn't have. He's taller, he's got the reach, and he's a little bit bigger. So all of that is troubling Vic Darchinian right now.
Darchinian came in thinking that Nonito was more of a threat, that he was better than Glenn, taking nothing away from Glenn's skills. Round 5 underway, scheduled for 12 IBF flyweight belt on the line. Champion Darchinian in the black. Struggling a little bit with the challenger in the red, Nonito Donaire. Nice shot to the body there by Donaire.
Exactly, Steve. And the body work Donaire's done over the first 4.5 rounds could pay dividends later in the fight. Donaire thinks thinks he'll own the later rounds. In his last 12-round fight, Donaire against Oscar Andrade won the last 3 rounds dramatically to win that decision. He feels he's going to be the stronger fighter in the later rounds.
And our panel of press row scorers have it as a majority draw after 4 rounds.
I have it 39-37 as Sherman Cain does.
Sherman Cain from the Manchester Journal-Inquirer here in Connecticut. Mark Abrams, 15rounds.com. Jack Obermeyer from Boxing Digest. Coming under the midway point of round 5.
There's the jab by Nonito Donaire. Working well. Oh, my God! Darcinian down for the first time! Struggling to get to his feet. It's terrible secrets all over. It's all over. Nonito Donaire has pulled off the monstrous upset in emphatic fashion. Donaire had started to land the counter left hand, and here it would come in dramatic fashion. Again, lunging in Darcinian as he has, not concerned about defense. You have to admire the courage of Darcinian and the will. As hurt as he was, trying desperately to get up and continue. And clearly we know he was hurt. And you see there, just not doing well. And from above, we get a chance to see how well that left hook landed. It was just a perfect counter left hook by Nonito Donaire. And, you know, we talked about how the left hook had been successful early in the fight and really was the surprise weapon tonight. We would have expected the right hand to be more of a weapon for Donaire.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 38 seconds in round number 5. Our referee in charge, Eddie Claudio, stops the contest. The winner by way of technical knockout and the new IBF and